Hello, my name is Jake Schindler, and although this is a little bit different than what I usually do, I have something to share. On this day, last year, May 3rd, Rachel Hallenbeck passed away. The world lost an amazing woman, teacher, boss, mentor, mother, and friend, but heaven gained the most beautiful angel and the most pure soul of anyone on this earth. Today, I have invited friends, students, etc. to honor Rachel. But the relationships were stronger than just their names. So please watch and listen as we show just how much we loved her and how much she meant to us. Thank you.
HB wasn't just our music teacher. She was so much more than that. She took care of all of her students, no matter what. And even some people that weren't her students. Like, she'd always have her office filled with food to make sure everyone was well fed. And I remember so distinctly when one day after show choir, she brought me outside to her car and she gave me this coat right here, because she knew I was always cold. We always said that her room was our safe place. But it couldn't have been safe without her. She made it that way for us. We could go in her room and we could talk to her about anything. No judgments, no anything. Just listen. And one thing that she really taught me was that you never ever know what someone is going through. And to always be nice to people no matter what. And she made me who I am today. And I really couldn't have made it this far without her. So, thank you, HB. I miss you every single day.
HB meant more to me than any teacher I've ever had. She always made me feel like I had someone there for me. No matter what I was going through, she would be there. Whether I needed an ear to talk to and just rant about something going on, a shoulder to cry on, or even just a snack if I wasn't feeling good. She was there for anything. When you walked into her office, you felt welcome and you felt loved. She made all of us a family, and she was the mom of the family, of course. She helped me to believe in myself, even if I didn't, even if I thought no one else did. She taught me that she always would. She taught me to be the best I could be, no matter what anyone else thought. She was always there for us, no matter what was going on, and she always provided a safe space for us to be in. whether we were having the best day and we wanted to celebrate with her, or whether we just needed to sit in silence and just know that she was there and that she would be there if we needed to talk. She was more than just a teacher. She was a friend, a mentor, and family. She was there for so many of her students through some of the roughest times of their life, even me. Even when I felt so lost, she was there. She always knew the right thing to say, or that she didn't need to say anything at all. If you walked into that room, she could always tell if you were having an off day. She always knew how to make it better, whether it be to not say anything at all, or to give you a snack, or to make you laugh. She always knew how to do it. She accepted everyone. Even if you weren't a part of concert choir or chorus, she was open arms to anyone who walked through her doors. Being in that classroom brought me to some of my closest friends now. And without HB, I don't know if I would have stuck with all of that, because sometimes I didn't believe in myself enough to stick with singing. But without her, I wouldn't have met some of my closest friends. I wouldn't have met the biggest influence on my life. HB has had such a big impact on my confidence when it comes to music and just being a person in general. She helped me through a lot, and I still think about her every day, and her words still help me through a lot going on. Thank you for everything you've ever done.
HB was like a mother to us all. She taught us so much more than scales and step claps. She always came into the room with a smile on her face and a sparkle in her eye. She taught us life lessons in the way of the world, and she left our mark on all of us. Because of this, her legacy will never die. She was an incredible woman who always knew how to help or what to say when we were having a tough day. She took learning above and beyond the classroom and made sure that we were all prepared for the real world.
Miss Hallenbeck. HB. She taught me a lot of things by not being a teacher, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, she taught me music, yada yada yada, as a teacher, but she taught me to be kind as a friend, a mother, I don't know. She was more than anything I could have asked for going into high school. I thought that I would just walk in the building, walk out, do my schoolwork, and that would be it. But once a day, for an hour, I would have the best time, the smile, the laugh. Imagine me telling her that I finally did it. I got into college. I did all these things that I said I was going to do, but I didn't know if I could. I didn't think I could do anything. She did. She always found the time when I needed it to tell me, to tell everybody that there were more. And of course, we can remember her through music, since that was her passion. She loved it. The smiles on her face. The frustration when she couldn't play that piano. Not many people have the passion, the love that she showed us. We were like, bye HB, bye. She was finally like, love you, mean it, every single one of you. All of my kids. Have a good weekend. She'll stay with us forever.
HB meant a lot to everybody, but I think she meant a lot because she made everybody feel so important for what they do. She made everybody feel included, and she made everybody feel like they were necessary in life. And I think that's something that only a special person can do, is make every single person feel important in life and make them feel that themselves, because it's hard. And I can't thank HB enough for everything that she's done. I miss her every day. multiple times a day. And yeah, she definitely taught me the importance of love, you mean it.
HB meant so much to me. I loved her so much, and she created an environment in school where it didn't even feel like you were in school, where it felt like you were at home, and just created an environment where everyone could be themselves and enjoy music and enjoy being together. She was just absolutely an amazing person, and I don't know what my life would be right now if she wasn't in my life. I care so much about concert choir and music right now, and I feel like I would be completely lost without her. So I thank her so much for being in my life and being that positive role model and just being an amazing woman, and I miss her so much.
To me, HB represented a safe place at school. She was someone that I could go to if I was feeling down throughout the day, if I had an issue or anything and I just needed to talk, or I needed a hug, or just needed a place to chill for a few minutes. She was such an understanding person and really truly wanted what was best for her students and really truly loved all of her students.
In my freshman year of high school, I had a little bit of a struggle adjusting to the workload. So my parents were kind of a little bit worried about like how I was getting along, because they could see I was struggling a little bit. So anyways, they went to the parent-teacher conferences and talked to HB. And they told me this story after she passed. And it really touches me to this day. They went in to see HB, and all she had to say were positive things about me and my effort in class, and that she notices me even though I didn't really talk much. I was a little bit shy too. And it just really put their minds at ease about how I was doing, because they knew I had a safe place for myself at school and somebody that had my back and that I could rely on or go to if I needed help. I worked with the council to make a mural that had a lot of the song lyrics from the songs she taught us at our last concert. That was our best concert, I think. I admired her passion. I truly admired her positivity every day. She was a constant. If you went to her class, you knew what to expect. You knew to expect positivity. You knew to expect productivity. And her stability really just helped out a lot of people, I think.
I think one of the reasons that Ms. Hallenbeck meant so much to me was that she sort of bridged that gap between teacher and friend. When you're in high school, you have a lot of teachers, obviously, but they sort of end at that. Like, they're not really someone that you can talk to or like work things out with. They're not really someone that you can go to for personal problems or like family issues. But I think that HB definitely really understood each one of her students at a personal level, and she knew our fears. She knew really everything about us. So when it came time for us to find someone to help outside of our family, outside of our friends, she was usually that go-to option. It's just crazy how hospitable she was. You really never see the hospitality from teachers at any level. I think another thing that she did was show everyone just how important and how impactful music can be. She advocated for each and every student, each and every kid that she knew, regardless of where they were in their life or what everyone else thought that they were. She really instilled that confidence in everyone that you can do it and that you matter. It's definitely something that isn't taught enough in school. Our importance as individuals and what we really mean to the world and the people around us. But she made sure that when we were in that chorus room or when we were in her office, that we mattered just as much as everyone else in the school or in the world, really. And I can't thank her enough for that.
She helped me develop my courage and my confidence, because every week during my voice lesson, she would invite as many people as she could possibly fit into her office to come listen to my voice lesson. And as much as that terrified me, it totally built my confidence and helped me learn to perform in front of small groups of people, which then turned into larger groups of people, and now I'm pursuing a career in musical theater. And that's something that I don't think I ever thought I would do freshman year of high school. I always knew I wanted to be a dancer and I wanted to perform in some capacity, but before having my voice lessons with HB, I don't think I would have included singing as part of that dream, but now it totally is a part of my dream. HB was, as I and many of her students called, the in-school mom, because she loved and supported us all as if we were her own children, and she made sure we were fed. And I don't think there was ever a day that she didn't have a snack displayed out on her table in her office, whether it be honey mustard pretzels, chips and salsa. It was really different every day.
HB was one of my biggest supporters, and she did everything for me. She did a lot. She did so much. She means so much to me. She was like a second mom. She was there for us. She supported us. She fed us. She really did feed us, so like a lot. She made us feel loved, and she gave me a safe space, and she gave me a love for music that I really can't explain, because she made me want to continue doing that. And I've never had something that I really wanted to do with my life until I found my love for music through HB. She did that for me, and I continue doing it in college. I think of her every single time I perform. Every single time I learn a new rep, because she pushed me to continue doing what I love. Because I would have quit if it weren't for her. Because I was told, you can't do music in the future, you need to do something that is gonna get you money, that's something that's gonna get you a job. And she proved to me that as long as I'm doing what I love, I'll be just fine. And I hope that I can give somebody the same love for music and the love for what they do the way that she gave it to me.
Miss Hallenbeck is someone who truly meant the world to me. She went out of her way to create spaces for all of us where we could not only feel comfortable with ourselves, but really thrive in those spaces. She did whatever she could to really help us succeed, whether that be creating opportunities for us in the classroom or really setting us up with opportunities outside of the classroom. She did whatever she could in her power to really help us get there. She was so much more than a music teacher for me, and I am forever grateful for everything that she's done for me.
Miss Hallenbeck, also known as HB, is and was one of my favorite human beings that I ever got to know. She always made me laugh, smile, and she was always there for me on my worst days. Her door was always open, and her ears and arms were always open to chat and give you a hug when you needed it on your worst days. If it wasn't for her, high school would be probably really miserable, because freshman year through junior year, I really struggled in the friend department, and she always let us eat lunch in there, which meant so much to us and showed how much she really cared about her students. I'll never forget her smile, her laugh, and her beautiful voice. I still miss her to this day, and I'll always be missing her, but I'm so glad knowing she's watching above us all. I love and miss you, HB.
I wasn't as close to HB as a lot of the other students were, but she still had a positive impact on my life, and I still wish I at least got to say goodbye.
Miss Hallenbeck was definitely the teacher in my whole entire school career that has meant the most to me. My freshman year, actually, I had chorus on my schedule, and I was a little bit indifferent about taking it. I didn't really want to. I was kind of just taking it for credits and to have an elective, even though every other kid was taking art. My intentions were never actually to take it my senior year, my junior, or even my sophomore year. It was really just going to be a freshman year in and out thing. But, as I went to the class and as I, built a relationship and connection with Miss Hallenbeck, she really influenced me to keep taking the class just because of her kindness and her gentle spirit. And when I was chosen for concert choir, I decided that I'm gonna take choir. I'm gonna keep taking it. Mainly because of her. I also started to enjoy singing because of her. And she's overall kind of just changed my high school experience. Choir became a class that I looked forward to going to, and I ended up making a lot of really close friends, and I credit that all to Miss Hallenbeck because she just set such a great example in my life.
It's kind of hard to put into words how important Rachel Hallenbeck is to my life, but I think the most important things for me are she taught me how to love music, why to love music, and taught me that I love teaching. She showed me so many opportunities for teaching in high school, which I'm so grateful for. More than that, she was my teacher, my mentor. She became my friend, very close friend. She became my colleague, my boss. Just so many wonderful memories and just love, I think.
HB, Rachel, Mrs. Hallenbeck. She always told me about these new opportunities and things that I could do to better myself, whether it be just my person or my experience or my musical ability. She was always pushing me to do that stuff. And most of the time I would regretfully do it. I'd be like, all right, fine. And I would end up loving every single one. And she was always right. She always knew what was in my best interest. And for that, I will always be grateful. She, one time, told me about her church and how much she wanted me to sing at it. And Brendan had been singing there for a few weeks at this point. And I said, okay, I would love to. Again, regretfully, but still willing. And I went, and it was this whole new side of her that I had never met. It was the more professional yet loving side. She loved every single person who went to that church, but also organized them really well. And I just saw this whole new side to her that warmed my heart and really started this very strong bond with her. She always wanted to help you. And that is really the best way to define her, is caring about other people no matter what it cost to her. What was great about her is she didn't always try to fix what was going on. She just wanted to help. She didn't want to fix or build back together what was broken. She wanted to help you deal with what was broken, and I think that's really beautiful. I'll never be able to put into words what she gave me, but there's this feeling that she gave me. She built me up to who I am today. She taught me how to love others and love myself. There's not a single day that doesn't go by that I don't think about her and everything she did. HB was such a talented, beautiful person. And her impact on so many people's lives, including my own, will never go away. She gifted a gift that will live on forever. She taught people lessons not only about music, but about how to be a better person and how to love, how to feel confident. Thank you, HB, for everything that you did for me. You built me up, taught me how to be myself and how to be a better person, and I will forever be grateful for that.
Rachel Hallenbeck was a teacher and mentor, a colleague, a friend, a mother to two, but a mother to hundreds. She did a lot of things. That was like one of her like big pros, and she just like did a lot of things. Did you know she sang for the mayor of Boston? That's cool. I spent at the very least 20 hours a week with that woman, being her little minion secretary and section leader, and I was very blessed to have been taken under her wing. Could sing any part, any note. I always loved on Monday mornings when we'd roll into concert choir class. We'd walk in there in first period and she would say, all right, basses around the piano, because tenors and basses just never learned our notes. She said basses around the table, and she would be singing them their notes, and they'd be like present, like she would like sing bass like it was nothing, and that was always cool. After weeks of nagging, HB finally convinced me to join her church choir. Much to my surprise, I showed up and I instantly loved it and took it as an excellent learning experience, and not only got a lot of what I have today from that church, but also just made a new family that she set up for me. She nagged for the right reasons. She always nagged for the right reasons.
HB, to me, of course, like everybody else, was a mother and a half. That woman made high school what it was. For me, it was great. It's hard to put into words because I don't let myself sit on stuff like this, so it's tough for me. But I'll share with you one of my favorite memories. Senior year, I think, the conversation came up that I like sausages, you know, like you do. And so HB, being the wonderful woman she was, decided to buy me a sausage and keep it in her fridge. And it was like Italian, and it was red, and it was very, very good. And I just thought, like, in the moment, I was like, this is crazy. Like, she just bought me a sausage because I once told her I enjoy sausage. And then she bought me one, and I was like, wow. Like looking back on it, that woman, like, it's incredible. It's an incredible touch she had on so many people. And I'm very lucky to have known her, but I'm eternally grateful for what she gave me when she was alive. Because I would not be the person I am today without her. One of my biggest things that I've taken away is confidence. She gave me the confidence to be me, and especially in music, but not even just in music, just in life. She's given me immense confidence, and I'm eternally grateful. So, she's a great woman, and I love her every day.
What did Rachel mean to me? I don't even know where to start. I worked with a woman for 15 years, but she was far more than a coworker, far more than a boss, far more than just a director. From the beginning, from that first interview when I was in my early 20s, sitting down, she brought me right into the Braintree community, guided me through. As a rookie, I had no idea what I was doing. Came off of teaching 2 years in a different place, and I was not a good teacher when I started. I can tell you that much. Through her guiding, through her teaching, through her leading, she brought me to become the educator that I am today. But beyond that, the personal connection with such a beautiful woman, beautiful in so many ways, reaching out, her main concern was making sure that everybody was okay, making sure that everybody knew they were loved. Why her statement, "Love you, mean it," is far more than just words. It's really hard to put into words what such a powerful and strong woman can really mean to someone. For those 15 years, Rachel was such a huge part of my life. In about a few days, it'll be a year ago that I got the news of what happened. It was earth-shattering. Part of me went missing, as if it were my own family member. Rachel was a beautiful and a strong woman, much loved
by so many in our family and our community. But because of that strong love that she had while she was here, that will be a lasting impact for generations to come. Generations in her family, generations in her students, generations in her students' families. There will be people that have gone through her program and knew her as a teacher that will still tell their children and their grandchildren about her. She's a woman that will not be forgotten. Miss you, Rach.
I love you. Mean it.
Love you, mean it, HB.
Love you, mean it.
I love you, mean it.
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 Love you, mean it, HB.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it. A phrase that impacted so many people's lives and stuck with them through thick and thin. I would like to thank everybody who took part in this tribute today. It was so amazing to see so many people come together to honor Rachel. And lastly, I would like to thank HB for everything you did, for everything you continue to do, and how much love and affection you showed us, and how much you cared for us. Thank you. Love you, mean it.